Make sure to subscribe to A Pillow on YouTube. Very cool content creator.
Random disclaimer. Do not take anything I say in this video seriously. This is purely for entertainment because I have nothing else to record. Got it? Okay, let's go. People, there comes a time in every YouTuber's life when they wake up a little too late and they have a video to put out on that day, but they can't pump it out as quickly as they want, so now they have to do plan B. Today is that day for Old Pillow. So, upcoming within the next 30 seconds, because I have to lead into this, because YouTube isn't going to allow me. You saw the thumbnail. You know what this video is going to be about. I hope this video will not change anyone's perceptions of me. I'm doing this for fun, and I'm doing this because you must have content for the day, people. We're a daily upload channel, and I will be very, very goddamned if you did not get your daily upload. So let's talk about fetishes. On screen now, you see a most searched fetish chart 2023 by C4S. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am actually fucking doing this. So, let's get through the odd nature of what's going on here. So, first, starting off with the biggest fetish being represented by this chart, we have the giantess fetish. Most searched in California, Arizona, Texas, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Arkansas, Kansas, as it's actually called, Utah, Nevada, Illinois, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New Jersey, and Rhode Island. Absolutely massive, people. Just like the giantess that people are whacking off to, this is an absolutely massive fetish going on here, mates. Absolutely massive. Okay. Moving down the list, we have the next one, which is gagged, which comes only from the state of Delaware. Believe it or not. Only from Delaware. Quite interesting that the state of Joe Biden quite enjoys watching people gagged. Could explain his stuttering. Who knows? I have a little bit of a speech impediment myself. I grew up with eroticism, so I understand the stuttering. Maybe they are doing it in his tribute. I cannot believe that I'm fucking recording this. Next, socks. Why is socks a fetish? I don't know. Apparently it is. That is popular in Louisiana and Wisconsin. So, two different states on two different sides of the country. North and south. Far north, deep south. We're going Midwestern, and we're going socky. Okay? So, keep in mind the socks if you're ever with someone from one of these two states. Next up is ball busting from Mississippi. That is popular. It is surrounded on the map by the giantess army, but you know, they have enough way through because they can make their way to Canada through, through the tickling and the diaper bits. So, we're gonna get to that later. That one is shockingly prevalent. But yes, ball busting in Mississippi, because what else can you do? Next up, we have another independent nation here. We have the Latex nation of New Mexico. Not much to say there. It's just funny to me, because, you know, Breaking Bad, New Mexico. Who knows, we might get a little bit of a Breaking Bad content going up soon involving the latex. You never know. You never know. Next, we get to my state and 3 others, the great state of North Carolina. Apparently, according to this chart, the great state of North Carolina is currently engaged in a whole lot of wrestling. We like our WWE. We like our, I honestly don't know any other wrestling organizations. We like our wrestling, apparently. And alongside us, the great state of North Carolina with our wrestling, which compared to everything here outside of maybe smoking is one of the more tame ones on this chart. And along with us, we have our reluctant siblings in South Carolina, the worst Carolina, as well as people in North Dakota. So it looks like the North states are really rocking with this one, and also Oklahoma, because you know what else to do in Oklahoma? You're on the Panhandle. You gotta panhandle someone down. You gotta manhandle someone down with the wrestling. So that's it. Next up is Tickling. With Tickling, we get our first appearance of a something that's not quite a state, but, you know, should be a state. This is a lefty channel. We advocate for DC statehood, and it appears that DC advocates for tickling. On top of this, we also have the state of Tennessee, which quite enjoys tickling. Very interesting that is prime in Tennessee. I have no insight on that other than, as a North Carolinian, Tennessee, they are the weird mountain people who live in our mountains and who rightfully belong to North Carolina. And God willing, we will take back over those country music making hicks and maybe even take over the pyramid and turn it into the new Carolina. Not just North Carolina, we will take over South Carolina too. Our new Carolina state capital. Yes, sirree. Next up, we have vore. I'm skipping the second biggest one here because Jesus Christ. Next up, we have vore, which is popular in Michigan, Hawaii, and Iowa, and also Vermont. So, vore is popular in states that are both what you wouldn't expect it to be popular in, and also Vermont, which I was going to say I don't expect it to be popular in Vermont, but then again, looking at Vermont, you know, the same state that can elect Bernie Sanders and then a Republican to the governorship, which granted the Republican governor of Vermont is actually a really cool guy, and I heavily suggest that y'all look him up and see his politics on things, because he's actually very progressive. He's actually pretty cool. But yeah, Vermont, vore, I guess they like it. You know, it's in the name. Vermont, Vormont, you know, vore, Vermont, you know, you can add it together. I'm kind of rambling now, but you know what? I hope that you all are finding this entertaining. Next up, I can't say this word. It's only in Alaska, so it's not notable. Next, fart. Indiana. It would be Indiana. What the fuck goes on in Indiana? Nothing normal has ever came out of the state of Indiana. Yeah? You have race cars, and you have Michael Jackson. That's all Indiana has to it. Of course, the only thing that these people would be fetishistic about is the fucking air that people push out of their anuses, because it's not like they have much more going on there. Okay? Next, yoga pants, South Dakota. Good taste, moving on. Next, face sitting, Montana and Maine. 2 M states. Quite enjoy the sitting of the face. I have no explanation as to why they enjoy it, but you know what? Good for them. It could be worse. It could be worse. Next, pantyhose, Missouri. Looks like we're going for quite frankly 1960s levels of taste here with the pantyhose, but you know what? If they enjoy it, good for them. Good for them. They aren't harming anyone. Similarly, we have Connecticut, where smoking is the primary the primary enjoyment here, which is a little unfortunate. Smoking is very bad for you folks, very bad for you. You shouldn't be smoking. It's also very bad for other people with secondhand smoke, but, you know, if you live next to New York State, arguably massive state, not very good air quality coming from that, at least I would assume, so don't quote me on that. Actually, if someone wants to find the current air quality of New York City and send it to me, I would like to know. I'm pretty sure they're actually better than most cities due to having a robust public transport system, which is what we love to see. But I do believe that the smoking fetish is a little problematic, and I do hope Connecticut, as it is spelled, breaks out of it. Next up, we have CPR from Wyoming. I guarantee you that's only popular because the one person who lives in Wyoming, like, briefly searched it up. Moving on to the last one, the worst one, the one that's making me raise eyebrows at people. Diaper. Giantess was the most prominent, and I thought that was a little weird, and a little bit, you know, just a little weird, but it wasn't as much as an issue as other states. This one is an issue. This one right here, the diaper shit, is an issue. So that is popular in Colorado, state of South Park, of course, Oregon. We have Portland there, so I guess it's to be expected that some of those slimy, left-wing, filthy liberals like their diaper porn. Also, Idaho, I believe they mostly just got that from cultural osmosis if we look at the map. Ohio, because of course it would be. Kentucky, because of course it would be. New Hampshire, which is weird, and I hope they get over that. Once again, Washington State. That is the state of the Vosh, of the demon mama, of the Xander Hall. So I hope they get to escape the hell that is Washington State's results on here very soon. Lest they rest easy in a pamper, because apparently that's fucking popular there. Next up, Nebraska. Destiny State. It looks like there's a streamer trend here. It's a little terrifying. And Maryland. It's popular in Maryland, apparently. Data by C4S. That is the fetish. Data, ladies and gentlemen. Now, of course, this is a joke. All of this, polls like this, are intended to give people a little bit of a goof, a little bit of a laugh, you know, truthful or not. So take everything I said in this video with a grain of salt. I hope you enjoyed me ranting at you for 13 minutes about fetishes that may or may not actually exist. I love you all. I will be streaming later today, so join the Discord down below so that you know whenever I go live. And also hit the like button and subscribe to me so that you know whenever I go live as well. With the bell icon, I should specify. With that being said, I love you all. Thank you for letting me waste your time for 13 minutes. Have a good day. Bye. And for the love of God, do not be into diaper stuff. So if you are, promptly leave. I would appreciate. Adios.